Today, I'm going to walk you through how to create your own state stamp. And you can do this with any art supplies you have at home or in the classroom, whether it's just a piece of paper and a pencil. You can color it in with colored pencils. I'm going to do mine with watercolor, truly anything at all. Now, for today's stamp, I will be inspired by Alabama state symbols. I could choose anything from our state bird, the northern flicker, the state butterfly, the eastern tiger swallowtail, the state flower, the camellia, the state fruit, which is a blackberry, but I'm going to go with the state mammal, which is a black bear. Now, to start off with our stamp, we want to add a border all along the entire outside edge. So I could measure that, but I'm gonna make life just a little bit easier, and I'm gonna line up my ruler just right there on the very edge. I'm gonna give myself a straight line. All right, so here, this border right there is where my stamp is going to be drawn. Now, I do want to have that jagged edge that happens with stamps. All right, so here I have a cap that I'm going to use, and I'm just going to trace it out and get that shape happening around the entire edge of my stamp. All right, now at the very end, I will take the time to cut those out, but I want to go ahead and get started in drawing my black bear. Now, a lot of state stamps actually have the state labeled on there, so I do want to make sure to include the Alabama name on my stamp, and I do want to put the price in there as well. So I know that my bear will be more in the center, so if I want to have room for the name, I could put it here on the edge and the price on the side. I also don't have to have it turned this way. I can have it where it goes vertically, and so I can have Alabama at the top and the price can be down here at the bottom with my bear in the center. And I think for this drawing that will make more sense. So I'm going to work on adding the state name at the top, and then I'm gonna have my stamp cost 50 cents. All right, now that I have my state name, the price of my stamp, and the grooves on the outside edge, I can go ahead and start drawing my black bear. Now the bear will be in the center of the stamp, and depending on if I can make it work with my lines as I'm working on this project, I think I would like to have Alabama and 50 cents to stay white, but I'm not going to hold myself to it because I might get a little too excited while I'm painting, and so that might need to change. And I do have a Sharpie here if I need it to be able to color in any sections or add outlines. Now I'm just going to focus on having the face of my bear. I'm not going to try to worry about having the whole body. And I can also have where the background's colored in as well, as if it was just in a field, in a forest. It doesn't have to be so specific to where you could describe exactly where the bear is, because I do want the focus to be the face of the black bear. Now, when you are drawing an animal, you want to start with just very large shapes. You can see the example that I'm using to draw from my reference of a black bear, and prevalent is just a very large circle that is the outside edge of the face, and then we can use an oval to bring out the muzzle of the bear. Now I know that my eyes are going to go on either side of the muzzle there. The eyes aren't too huge. The head is really what's massive, and my drawing here isn't exact to what you're seeing with the reference, but I'm just kind of using that as a jumping off point. I am okay if my bear does not look exactly like what the picture is. Now I have black fur that will be jumping in here around those edges. This guy has a really big nose. Now you're gonna almost see it where, you know, you're seeing the top jaw and the bottom go there, where this is where the mouth would open. And then around here, we're still gonna have that nice big head happen. So I'm gonna keep my lines really loose because again, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're not trying to make it exactly like the picture. And now we're gonna have nice big ears come in. More jagged fur. Now the back of the bear is gonna go and get cut off of there. Really big lines. All right, I have a simple line drawing here to work from. I can erase some of these marks if they don't make sense for my drawing anymore, because again, those were just helping me figure out where the bulk of the bear was going to be. Now I have my watercolor here, and the best way to work on painting your bear, if you do use paint, is to layer. Watercolor is meant to be layered with your lighter colors first and then work your way up to those darker colors. So we could start with just the muzzle of the bear, and we can get like this light brown color to just kind of go in this whole area here. And I don't need to get more paint, I just need to get some more water on my brush to be able to spread it around. It's gonna be in that area. And then if you're looking back at the reference photo, you're gonna see that there's some of that lighter color coming through. That sun is hitting that bear's fur. So we can add in some of those sections with this light brown as well. And it will just add some more depth and interest into your colored bear. Now, obviously, since it's a black bear, black is going to be that prevalent color that we're going to use. But before I jump in and use my darkest dark, I want to go in with this dark brown first, because I'm going to want to just get almost like a base coat of paint that then I can go in and add in those dark elements too. And I want black to be the last color that I add onto my painting, because really once you add that strong color, there's no going back. So I'm just going to come in with my dark brown and then go back in with my black in a few minutes. All right, there you have it. I have finished my state stamp of Alabama with the black bear. You can, again, do this project with any medium. It does not have to be completed with watercolor. You can just have a line drawing. You can do it with crayons, markers, colored pencils, truly any medium that you have available to you. Thank you so much for joining the Wiregrass Museum of Art. We really hope that you will share what you have created with us. We'll see you next time.